Hello and welcome to the UwU podcast episode 2 featuring Serpa GD and Geometry Dash Crystal.
Which is me.
You're Geometry Dash Crystal.
That is who I am.
Serpa GD. Did
No,
we
you're
clarify that last episode?
Did we? We
What?
probably didn't.
Well, people will obviously watch the second episode.
Of course. If
And
you watch the first episode, you have to watch the second episode.
There's
It's
no
like-
way you can. In fact, it's physically impossible.
It is.
And whenever you watch the first episode, your finger just goes, "Oh no!" and then you have to press the second one. And it's an endless cycle. Like it never ends. Forever. We're here forever.
It'll
It's
never
over.
end forever.
The universe is forever. You have to watch the UwU podcast.
Is the universe forever?
The universe is forever. Yes.
It started at one point. It says when it's the end.
Obviously, God started it with
That
his
is
magic
correct.
penis powers. He clearly did. The Earth is his right testicle. You okay there, buddy? You good? You good? Oh boy, we got our first all-out laughter.
Welcome to episode 2 of the
What?
Welcome to episode 2 of the UwU.
Got penis powers of Jesus Christ. Alright. That's going to be the episode title. That'll deter a lot of people right off the bat.
Well, no, it's physically impossible.
It is. They have
So
to. They have to click on.
let's do that, let's do
They're gonna look at the title and be like, "Oh God, no, why? Please, anything."
This is
stop.
already worse than the first episode.
This is
somehow.
considerably worse. And the first
Considerably.
episode was about Cantonese.
That is
Cantonese
true.
taking over the world. So
That is what the. That is what the
we've
first-
already dropped several levels.
several notches. We make jokes a lot that our humor has devolved so much to the point where we're gonna laugh at dirt
We're going to.
very soon.
Just
We're
today,
gonna walk out.
I made a joke called it was
Oh, yeah,
should
we just tell the whole story?
the whole
So-
story. What whole
So
story?
I can tell it.
You do it.
So we get in the car. We're going to Sonic, getting ice cream cone, and we're just sitting there, and there's no one's saying anything. It's literally silent. And then Serpa decides to say, that moment when the toilet goes left.
That moment.
And I have literally no idea what that means at all. Because that makes literally no sense. So, I'm guessing, like, if you were to
That
go...
moment when the toilet goes left.
I mean, I guess if you were gonna go into the toilet and it turned left all of a sudden, so it would just go over the floor, I'm guessing.
And then
is
you
what
have to
that
eat
means.
all of it.
Then you have to eat all of it, because you can't just leave it there.
You have to do something with it, and, well, you have to eat it, actually.
Well, there's children starving.
Thanks for watching the UwU podcast, by the way. Well, you have to. You're forced to. Biologically impossible to not.
Well, yeah, because children are starving, and just literally everywhere.
Everywhere in the world. If they just, people just ate their own shit, no one would starve.
It's recycling if you think about it.
It is recycling, yeah.
It is recycling.
Wait a minute, so if your body filters waste, so if you eat poop and then it filters that waste, eventually would it just be like this pure form of
Could we
pure
literally...
energy? We could become
I was
God.
about to say, could we literally create perfect energy?
Perfect energy
from
with our poop,
recycling
yes. Mhm.
our waste?
Yep. That's how it works.
Okay, well, this is... Welcome to Timu.
Welcome to the UwU, the second episode. Oh God, what are we doing?
Okay, so...
Oh God, what have we done? Oh boy.
Oh, sorry, my disease is finally catching back up with me.
Oh,
Recently.
which disease? Which one?
Nunya?
Nunya.
Yeah, it's a really bad one.
Nunya.
It's a really bad one.
Did you get it whenever the toilet went left?
When it went left, I was just so overcome with...
Grief that
Grief.
you caught Nunya.
I contracted Nunya.
Is this after Ligma?
No, this was not... I got Ligma right after.
Oh.
I got it when I was at SongCon.
But did Grabaham give you an illness too? Grabaham?
Grab him?
Grabaham?
I'm not familiar with grab a hand.
Grab a handful of these nuts.
I don't understand.
You understand the humor associated with
No.
that?
Oh, it was a joke.
It was a joke, yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't understand.
Well, I'm sorry that your IQ is very low.
I have the IQ of a peanut.
Man. Actually, no. Peanut's probably smarter than you. You probably have the IQ of a Stephen Hawking or something.
It's probably around there.
Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking is so stupid he couldn't even be alive.
I know, right?
He had to die. What an idiot.
What if he like?
He couldn't
What
even.
if
He
he
couldn't
wasn't
even
the
live
genius?
properly.
What if he wasn't the genius, but like the computer that he was using to like?
What if the-
what if it was the genius?
Oh my God! And it was just using him as a. Well, why would he want to give him fame then? Like he has to have a vessel.
Because the computer has to have a vessel, right?
They wouldn't believe a computer. They would believe a
Exactly.
human, though.
They would believe a human, especially if the human was of considerable
Age and
yes.
stupidity.
Yes. So he had
Oh,
literally
God.
no idea he couldn't even breathe.
He couldn't.
And when so that computer
he was dead the whole time.
That's true. The computer is still looking for a host, by the way.
Yeah, oh, God.
Or did the computer die?
No, the computer died with Hog because no one's using the computer anymore.
Oh, that's true.
The computer can't translate his ideas.
Wait a minute. Okay, this is a serious question. All right, it's gonna sound like a joke, but it's a serious question.
Cool.
How did they find out Stephen Hawking was dead? Did they just walk into his room and he was just there?
He just didn't respond to anything. And they just
Stephen?
Pulse.
Stephen? Oh, and they go check it, so he's literally just sitting there like...
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, he looks the same.
That is moderately humorous.
That is, yeah, we wouldn't know he was dead for a few seconds.
For a few seconds.
And then
what if his computer was just broken and they couldn't find his pulse, so they banned...
Oh my God, it's horrifying to think about.
He's just in his casket and he's here. No,
actually, that's terrifying because there's obviously you know that there's a thing called like whenever you're in a vegetative state, like you can't like move or anything. Some people can't move their eyes, like they're literally just stuck. So if they just decide not to check for your pulse, they could presume you dead.
I think that's kind of dumb though. You should definitely check for your pulse.
No, I mean like before it was like mainstream that could have happened. Before people even knew, like in the Middle Ages.
Well, lots of terrible things were happening in the Middle Ages.
I know, but that's one of the horrible ones, being buried alive.
That's true.
Because they don't check for your pulse.
Do you think there's a worse death than being buried alive?
Burning alive, probably.
Burning alive? What about drowning?
Drowning is also pretty horrible. Well, drowning is like being buried alive, but like just not quite
underwater.
But quicker and not nearly as bad.
That's true.
Because you can still move underwater. You can't move when you're buried alive.
That's true. I've almost drowned a couple of times.
You have told me about these experiences.
That is true.
Well, you tell them to the podcast viewers.
Okay, let's do it. All right. So
all three of them.
Yes, all three of them. So let's talk about drowning incident number 1. It was in like 2015 or something, and this is right after a flood. And my family was just, because my family's really smart, so they were like, let's go tubing in the middle of a flood when there's raging currents and it's very dangerous, and why don't we take this 12-year-old and other very young children with us? And so we were like, great, sounds perfect, whatever. And so we went tubing, which if you don't know is when you take like just a tube and you go on. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, I would feel. So we go tubing in the middle of a flood. It's not bad at first, but there's an overpass where there's like there's like a bridge thingy, and then water goes over it. And so it's like a mini little waterfall. And how it goes down is like waterfall, and then there's like a little crater, and then it goes back to its normal land. So we're about to go over that. I'm way ahead of everyone. My cousin is way ahead of me. He falls off his like tube, but he's fine. So he's like, oh, I fell off my tube, and so he gets his tube, gets back on, and keeps going. And I'm like, okay. So I do that, and I go over it, and I fall off my tube, but I'm also fine. But my tube is going towards where the waterfall is hitting the water, so it's like where the current's going down. It's going towards there, so it's going towards the waterfall, and I'm like laughing. And so I go to grab it, and I'm like, oh, this is so much fun, and the current literally pulls me down. I was underwater for a good minute. I came up a couple times, got a little bit of air, and enough to scream help. And then someone just got a stick and was like, here, grab the stick. And so I grabbed the stick and was able to escape. So that was my first almost drowning incident. It was not fun.
No, I can imagine. It was absolutely terrifying.
It was a little terrifying, and it almost happened again. So, this one happened probably 2 months ago. Probably, no, it's more like 4 months ago-ish. Anyways, 4 months ago was at this place with my dad and his friend and her daughter, and we were swimming, and they leave and they go somewhere, and there's this thing where it's kind of like a slide. It's like a slide, almost like smooth rock that water's going down. You don't have to drown in, and then you land into this just white water, just crazy, just everywhere. Like you could totally drown in it. Like definitely, like you're not supposed to jump in it at all. Like there's literally signs that are like, "Don't go down here."
Did you go down there?
You gotta stay tuned, because I don't think you've heard the story yet, have you?
I don't think I've heard this one.
Yeah. So they were swimming somewhere. There's like safe zones where you can like lay against the rock, and you won't go over like the slide. The current will pull you over the slide. But then there's a part where, and you can't even see it, where it literally pulls you down the slide. You go into the white water where it's like crazy everywhere, and you're getting pulled all over the place. I was swimming around, and I'm trying to swim away from the current, and I'm just like laughing, like ha 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 ha, because I think it's a safe zone. I think I'm gonna go against the thing. I think I'm gonna go against the safe zone or whatever, and the current pulls me, and I go down the slide thing. And I'm like freaking out because it's like my life flashes before my eyes, and it's like I could see the slide and I could see the white water, and I'm just like, well, this is it. So I go in. I'm underwater for like 10 seconds. I'm like, ooh, and it's like just pulling me all over the place. Eventually, I come out, grab onto a rock. I was literally holding onto the rock so hard, and the current was pulling me so hard that I cut my fingers like really bad, and my fingers were like bleeding. Jeez. That's how hard I was holding onto the rock. I was able to pull myself up. A lot of people didn't. Apparently, a bunch of people didn't know that it was an accident, and they were like, "Man, this kid did it. Let's go do it too."
Oh no!
And they jump in.
No!
So
did they really?
Yes, that like 4 people did.
Oh my! Well, the 4 casualties.
Yeah, I was about to say if that had ended worse, I could have blood on my hands.
You
right
could
now.
have blood on your hands soon.
I probably could
you
have
already had
blood on
physical blood on your hands, but
physical,
you could have metaphorical
yes, I
blood
could
on
have
your
had
hands.
metaphorical blood all over my fingertips. But thankfully nobody died, because I don't think it was actually dangerous enough. I just think if you were in the wrong place, you could get pulled under and legit die. So there you go. Legit die.
Wow.
Very amazing. Do you have any almost dying stories?
I do not think I do have any almost dying stories.
No near-death experiences?
Nah, I don't think so.
Really?
Do
really?
I'm trying to think. I don't think I have any near-death experiences.
Just think.
Well, I have had cases where I think I've had cases where I've almost fallen off high places before.
Let us think. Have I had no, I haven't had an experience like that. I already know.
How do you know that you haven't had an experience?
Because I hate heights. I'm not going to stand next to a
That's
place
true.
where I'm
You do
vulnerable
not
to
like
fall.
heights.
I do not like. I am staying very far away from the balcony edge right now.
Oh, actually, yeah. All right. So one time we were going on a class field trip. It was in the 4th grade.
Did you eat berries?
So we were climbing up this water tower, or it was like a field trip. It was like we were at this place called George Ranch, and they have like a water tower, and so or not. I don't know if it was a water tower, but some kind of tower. We were climbing up the tower, right? Obviously, it was probably like 50, 60 feet tall. It was, relatively tall tower. So I'm with my friends, and I'm just, I think we ate lunch up there. And so we were eating lunch, and then I decide I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna sit on there's like stuff like gates and stuff on the edge of it. So I'm gonna sit on the edge of it, right? And that's already dangerous enough because they're not very they're very thin. There's no guards past those. Right. So I decide I'm gonna rock back and forth. Because I'm smart. I'm incredibly smart at that age. And so I decide I'm going to go rock even more. All my friends are saying, don't do it, you're a fucking dumbass.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. So I walk a little bit too far, and I'm like, it's to the point where it's like, this, you know how like whenever your weight's finally starting to catch up and it's pushing you down?
That is correct, yes.
Apparently,
I'm aware of this feeling.
Yes, and so the adrenaline started kicking in, and my arms just like gained, all the muscle strength in the world, and I just gripped on and pulled myself back up like last second before I fell off the 60-foot tower. And so that was one of my near-death experiences.
Oh, so if it wasn't for your Hercules strength,
my hurt more.
You'd be dead right now.
Well, it's adrenaline. Whenever adrenaline kicks in, your muscles get stronger. Your body diverts energy from your brain and everywhere else to your muscles, and then you get and then you would have a stronger grip and everything. And
wow, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, how old were you?
I was I was in 4th grade, so I was like 8. No,
eight?
I was 9 or 10.
Wait. No.
9 or 10. Because in 3rd grade I was 8, and I turned 9 in 3rd grade. I was 9 in 4th grade, turned 10. So yeah, I was 10.
If you're like 5,
10
okay, alright.
10 years old.
Okay, I can believe that. Yeah, because then 5th you'd be 11, 6th you'd be 12. Okay, that makes sense.
So I was 10, and I almost died. I almost died at 10 years old.
That would have been funny.
That would have been hilarious, dude. That would have been an epic fail. That would have been a bro moment. That would have been a bro moment right there.
Epic fail.
Epic fails. Just a 10-year-old kid falls off 60-foot tower at George Ranch.
And dies.
What a fail, dude.
Literally.
Bro moment. That's a stage 5.
No situation has fit the words epic fail more than...
A 4th grader dying off of a tower at George Ranch.
That would be the epic kissed of fail. Yours. Dude,
welcome to the 2nd episode of the Team UwU podcast. I think we've gotten better. I think we've gone quite a bit up from what we were starting at.
I don't know. I think it's still pretty.
What were we starting
low.
at? What did we start at?
I don't remember
Eating
what we started with.
shit or something.
This episode. I thought you meant
this episode we started about eating shit. I think.
Yes,
and
I
now
think
we're
so,
talking
yeah.
about actual life experiences.
Actual life experience.
So we're. I mean, we've eaten shit before, obviously.
Oh, I have a story. Actually, it's a real story. Another near-death experience.
Okay. You have too many of those.
I do. So me and my friend, George. That's it. He doesn't have a last name. It's just George.
It's just George. George.
His parents
George
just
Brown.
hated him. No, it's not even George Brown. It's just George.
Okay.
So me and George were just like, just hanging out, being buds. And he's like a crazy, like Evel Knievel, like does crazy tricks and stuff on his dirt bike. And so he was doing a crazy trick on his dirt bike, and this guy in a Lamborghini pulls up. Oh, so we're on his like private ranch right now, so there's like no one around. So just randomly a Lamborghini pulls up and is like, "You're pretty good, kid. Do you want to be in my nitro circus?" And he's like, "Do I?" And he's like, "You're gonna do the and he does like pretty mundane tricks with his dirt bike. And the guy is like, "Do you want to do the most dangerous stunt that we have?" And
I
he's
can do
like,
a wheelie on a
"Yes."
skateboard. You want to do the skate trick from 80 feet in the air?
Okay.
Do I?
Yeah, that's pretty much what he's like. Do I?
Oh boy.
So he decides to do it. Nitro Circus. It's the day. It's the day that he practices a ton. I see him die almost die. Sorry, multiple times.
He dies multiple times.
No, he dies. He has a gem that resurrects him.
It only has 10. It only has 10 chances though.
Yeah, that's right. So we call it the
He
plot
wasted
device.
it. He wasted 8 of them.
He wasted 8 of them. So he has 2 left. So let's just hope he doesn't die 2 times.
Anymore.
Otherwise, it's over. Well, anyways.
Anyway, why would you waste 8 of those?
Because he was practicing.
We all have gems actually. I have a gem.
Oh, I don't have a gem.
You don't have a gem?
No.
I don't have a gem either. So continue with your story.
Okay, well, so that was so dumb. So anyways,
That's a good bit, right?
It was a great bit. So it's the day of the Nitro Circus. He has to perform the most dangerous trick ever in the universe.
Oh boy.
Yeah, right here. And he stubs his toe. And he says, "Grand, my good friend that I've known since third grade.
Third grade.
Forward grade. I need
grade.
you to do this dangerous trick for me that I've had absolutely no experience with."
Are you serious?
That's right. This is a true story. And I said, "Okay." And so the trick is, you do a backflip on your skateboard. That's the trick. That's the entire trick. You do a backflip on your skateboard. And it's also 1,000,000 feet in the air. Did I mention that?
Yeah, 1,000,000 feet.
Yeah, it's 1,000,000.
Yeah.
1,000,000.
This happens. Yeah, this happened.
1,000,000
This
feet
happened.
in the air.
This happened.
So
didn't it?
I'm 1,000,000 feet in the air.
This happened, didn't it?
This did happen. This is a true, 100% true story.
Oh boy.
I'm 1,000,000 feet in the air, and I do a backflip, and the skateboard slips out from under my feet, and I fall 1,000,000 feet to my death. I died that day.
Oh, but you
No.
But you had a gem. I mean, not.
No, I don't have a gem.
You don't have
I'm
a
a
gem.
ghost right now. I'm literally dead.
Wait, I'm gonna.
This was 3 years
Well,
ago.
oh my god, I'm
Oh my
he's
goodness.
phasing through him.
His
I can't
hand
touch him.
went right through.
I went right through his penis.
Which it means I'm legit dead.
He's dead.
LEGI.
I can't believe he's dead.
I can't believe it's
I can't
dead.
believe it. Oh my god.
It's like the I can't believe it's not butter thing, but it's the I can't believe he's dead.
That's wow.
Hold on.
What a good bit.
New topic.
New topic.
If it's not butter, what is it?
Probably like synthetic materials just seem like butter, but it has less like fat and calories in it.
Why is it not butter then?
Because it's not.
It's just butter with less
No,
fat.
it uses it. No, because butter has it's like ingredients. So like authentic butter is like actual fat and actual like natural materials to make butter. But if you synthesize those materials, you make stuff that tastes like butter. It basically is butter, but it's not butter because it has different ingredients and it has different properties to it.
Well, I can't believe it's not butter because it tastes exactly the fucking same as butter.
But it doesn't have as much fat in it. That's the point.
There can be healthy fats.
No, yeah, fats are healthy. They don't actually make you
Could
fat.
I eat an entire tub of butter?
I'm gonna eat an entire tub of butter and not gain any weight.
Could I do that?
You could do it. I wouldn't recommend doing it.
Okay. I might do it
Okay.
tonight. I might do it tonight.
We do have an entire gallon tub of butter in my freezer right now.
Okay.
Actually, it's actually 5 gallons. It's not in our freezer.
It's gonna be 0 gallons
we have a
pretty
separate
soon,
freezer. We have a separate to house the 20-gallon butter
Really? A separate
Container.
freezer?
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be literally 0 gallons by the time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
it's
throw the
gonna be
freezer
in
off.
my
We're gonna have to
stomach
throw the freezer off the balcony. I feel bad for the poor soul that's walking whenever we throw it,
whenever we yes.
and then we commit murder.
Well, I think that's a good as note as any to end on.
Yeah, we can't get any dumber than that.
That's true.
So,
what a perfect. Oh yeah, I don't know. We're on a balcony right now. Still.
Yeah, we're still on. Well, we're gonna be on a balcony for a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
But yeah, so you're forced to watch the 3rd episode. Remember, it's
right.
biologically impossible. Your finger's gonna be like your muscles are gonna force you to the 3rd episode. So
That is
we're
correct.
happy to see you then.
So
Goodbye,
see
my children.
My children. Goodbye.